Hi guys. So it is Saturday night. The kids are in bed next door, so I'm not going to speak too loudly. But tonight for Vida, I'm going to do a Disney tag video. So I've got some questions for the Disney tag that I'm going to answer. I'm going to do it vlog style. I'm going to do it on my own. Ian's busy working at the minute, so if you hear any noise in the background, it's just Ian working. So that's that. So I'm going to get my notepad where I've written all my questions down, and there's 30 of them. So I'm going to get on the bed and chill out, and I've got my Mickey nerd top on from Disney World. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and answer some questions. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions. We've been doing the videos and vlogs every day in April, the Vida videos, and I know quite a lot of you have been watching the hauls, but if you want to go and watch the vlogs as well and the other videos that I've been putting up, I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe as well. Thanks to everyone that's been supporting this month with all our videos uploading. So without further ado, I will start the questions. Right, so I'm going to have to keep checking my pad, so just bear with me when I'm looking down all the time. Right, so favourite Disney film. My favourite Disney film probably has to be Tangled. I don't know what it is about that film, but it gets me, really gets me. I don't know, I don't even know, I can't even pinpoint a specific thing about it, but it's just emotional for me. I don't know why. Yeah, so that's my favourite Disney film. Right, favourite Disney character. I'm gonna have to say Mickey Mouse. I know it's like the obvious, but Mickey Mouse is my love. I love Mickey Mouse. I am a huge Disney addict, like mad. So Mickey Mouse has got to be my favourite character. Full stop, the end. My favourite Disney princess has got to be Rapunzel, because she's my favourite. I love her. I can't wait to get back to Disney World to do the lantern photograph thing on PhotoPass, which we haven't seen. We didn't do that, it wasn't there last time we were there, so I'm really excited to do that because I love Rapunzel. And my daughter loves Rapunzel too. She loves Anna and Elsa more, but Rapunzel's a close third. Best Disney sidekick. Disney sidekick. I wouldn't really call Flynn Rider a sidekick. He's more of like a love interest, isn't he? Pascal's more of the sidekick, isn't it? But see, I quite like Sven from Frozen because I just love the expressions that he does. Or is it Maximus, the white horse from Tangled? I can't decide between those two. I think it'd have to be Maximus from Tangled. I think it's Maximus his name, isn't it? The white horse. Yeah, so definitely that one. And best Disney song. I'm presuming this means from a film. It would be At Last I See the Light from Rapunzel, because that song makes me bawl with tears every single time, without fail. I even think about it and I start welling up because I love that song. And since my 2-year-old daughter started singing it, it just melts my heart so much. So yeah, that's, okay, let's see, I'm welling up now. That's my favourite song. Which character would you have for a best friend? See, again, I'm going back to the traditional. I think Minnie Mouse, because she's like the person you want to be your best friend, isn't she? Yeah, I think it would be Minnie Mouse, definitely. Who would be my Disney pet? Well, there's no question there, is it? It's got to be Pluto. Pluto, because he is the ultimate pet dog. I'm a dog person, not a cat person, so yes, definitely Pluto. and I've always had good interaction with him in the parks and stuff, so I love Pluto. Have I ever been to Disneyland? No, I have not been to Disneyland California, or I have not been to Disneyland Paris. I might one day go to Disneyland Paris if Ian says we can, because he's not a fan of the... He went to Paris once and he didn't like it, but obviously it's different when you're in the Disney parks and stuff like that, isn't it? It's not the same as just going to Paris in general. So I'm hoping one day he'll agree to go. But Disneyland California, that is something we have got on our bucket list. When we'll get there, I do not know, because of finances, and it is quite expensive to travel out there. So yes, definitely on my list, but no, I have not visited yet. Right, next. Who is your Disney alter ego? I'm gonna probably have to say Disgust from Inside Out, because I am quite sarcastic and I can be quite like that kind of vibe sometimes. So I'd have to say Disgust from Inside Out. My favourite Disney villain is Maleficent. I love the Angelina Jolie Maleficent film. I love it. It's so amazing. I think she's portrayed the character amazingly, and I think the story they've created with that movie is amazing. It's so good. And yeah, definitely Maleficent. She's amazing. Do I collect anything Disney? Not really. I have got a lanyard with loads of pins on from the park when we got on our honeymoon, which is something that I just wanted to treasure just because it was our honeymoon. So I don't really collect anything. I don't do the Tsum Tsums, I don't do the Vanimations or anything like that. I've seen those new little teddies that have come out now in the Disney stores, that Uffies or something like that they're called, Uffies. They look really cute, and I think they like stand up a bit better than, like stand up taller than what are the other ones called? I've just mentioned them. I can't think of the name now. It's too late. Anyway, yeah, so I quite like those Uffies. Yeah, so I don't collect anything really. I probably would do for the kids when they get a bit older. If they get into something, I probably would do, but at the moment, no. What Disney film would I want to star in? Mary Poppins. I love Mary Poppins. It's amazing. It's a proper classic. It's a proper, when times were really nice and good and everyone was good to each other and you could leave your front door open and everyone was happy, and them kind of times. Yeah, so definitely Mary Poppins, because it's just, it's pure innocent type of times. There's nothing that we get nowadays. Yeah, so definitely Mary Poppins, because it's just an innocent type of film. I like that it's very wholesome, family orientated, wholesome. So yeah. How old was I when I watched my first Disney film? I don't really know, because obviously when you're very little, but the first one I remember is probably Lady and the Tramp. I went to the cinema to watch it with my grandmother, and I think I was about 5 or 6. So yeah, Lady and the Tramp is my first memory of watching a Disney film. I probably watched them before that, to be fair, but I can't remember whether I did or not, and no one's around in my family anymore. They've all passed away, so I don't know if I would ever ask anyone. There's no one that would really know that information. So yeah, that's the first one I can remember, is in the cinema, and that's Lady and the Tramp. So yeah. What do I love about Disney? What don't I love about Disney? When I go to Disney, and I'm talking Disney World now, when I go to Disney World, it kind of takes me out of my normal life. And you guys that are in love with Disney and love the parks and everything, you know what I'm talking about. It is that, it's a fake reality, but it is so innocent and wholesome, and there's no worry and there's no stress, and it takes it all away, and you can really be happy and be relaxed and know that, you know, you've got no worries in the world. Everything is lifted, and I feel like that is my happy place. And I know it's a cliche because everybody says it, but it definitely is a happy place, and it is something that I can't describe why I love it, because it just makes me happy, and that's why I love it. Who is my favourite Disney couple? Probably Mickey and Minnie. I do love Rapunzel and Eugene, but Mickey and Minnie of the classics. They've been together forever, and they are amazing, and they are the couple. So yeah, they're my favourites because I love them both. My favourite attraction, Peter Pan's flight. I love that. And again, it's that innocence, it's that taking you back to being a child, that kind of thing. I love that you're flying over London, you can look down, and it's just so magical and whimsical, and oh, I just love it. I love all those kind. I love all the small, like, you know, the small dark rides that are aimed mainly for little kids, but I love them. So yeah, that's my favourite, Peter Pan's flight. My favourite park show or parade, well, it would have been Wishes, because that is the ultimate for me. Wishes was the ultimate show, fireworks, everything. So obviously I can't have that one now because it's not there anymore. I haven't seen the new show. Holiday Wishes from the Mickey's Not So Scary, no, not Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. The Holiday Wishes would be my favourite show. That is absolutely stunning. I love Wishes, and I love that even more. That is my favourite show I've ever seen, hands down. Anytime, any of the shows that I've ever been to since 1989 when I first went to Disney World, Holiday Wishes is my favourite, hands down. It's amazing. Brings a tear to my eye. My dream job at Disney. I'd want to be doing something in the parks. I don't think I'd ever want to be an Imagineer or anything like that, although that would be amazing, but I think I'd want to be in the parks, in the magic. Maybe like a greeter, or even a shop assistant or something, you know, like on Main Street, somewhere where people are coming in and seeing the castle for the first time, seeing the parks for the first time. I'd love to capture that moment all day, every day. I'd love to do something like that, yeah. I'd love to be in the hub of it. So yeah. My most treasured Disney item. It's probably my wedding. Christmas bauble. We got married in Orlando, and I got a Christmas decoration for the bride and groom on, Mickey and Minnie, but bride and groom on. So yeah, that is my most treasured Disney possession, and I always make sure it's wrapped up really, really tightly in loads of tissue paper and bubble wrap and stuff when we put it away every year. So yeah, that is probably my most treasured Disney item. My favourite park snack, churros. I love churros. I'm not a popcorn girl, I'm a churro girl. I love them. Especially like getting like a churro and a slushie and going and watching a show, something like Lights, oh it's not there anymore, but like Lights Motor Action or something like that. We always used to go and get a churro and a slushie and go and sit and watch the show. Just love it. I do like the Starbucks being on Main Street. I loved the Main Street Bakery. I love the food there. It was really nice. But I love being able to go and get a coffee, a frappuccino, and go in and sit in outside on the step waiting for the parade. I love that. So yeah, either of those. But yeah, churros is my fave. My favourite restaurant is the California Grill. We had our wedding dinner there, and it holds a special place for me in my heart. So, and the food is amazing. Like, you cannot get a better steak anywhere. The goat's cheese ravioli is to die for, and I love the fillet there. It's amazing, and that's what I have every time, no matter what accompaniments they swap around with it. I will always have the fillet steak and the goat's cheese ravioli. Desserts are really yummy too, but they change them a little bit more, but yeah, they're really nice. But yeah, we had our wedding night there, so it is special to me, and I go as often as I can. It's very expensive, but we go as often as we can, really. So yeah. What's the first attraction I visit when I get in the park? It depends, really. Most of the time I will always go into Adventureland first, but we've started the last few times we've been in going through the back and going into Liberty Square, because we like to go and get a morning coffee and sit out and look at the castle from Sleepy Hollow, where they do the waffle sandwiches and things like that. We like to get a nice coffee and go and sit out there. There's like little benches that overlooks like the water by the castle, so we go and sit there, and that's kind of the first thing we do. So we've been going into like the Hall of Presidents, because I really love that show. So it would either be the Hall of Presidents or Jungle Cruise, one of those two. It depends which way round we go. So yeah. Favourite iconic moment in a Disney movie would be the boat with the lights with Rapunzel, because that is the point that breaks me down when she sings and the lights are going up and it's so emotional, and it really gets me. So yeah, that is my favourite iconic moment in a Disney movie. Favourite hotel would have to be the Boardwalk. We stayed there when we got married. I kind of didn't love it at the time, but now it's got such a nostalgia for me because we got married there. So yeah, the Boardwalk, definitely. Definitely the Boardwalk. It's got that vibe. It's got that boardwalk beach 1920s kind of vibe. It's really cute. I love being out on the boardwalk at night. I love being out there even in the afternoon. We like chilling out there. We like going down to the bakery, getting a coffee, getting a snack, or getting a little cake or something, and going and sitting on the boardwalk and just watching the boats come back and to, and looking at the view across to the yacht club and the beach club, because that's you know, a lovely view. So yeah, that's my favourite hotel. I love the beach club. That would be my second favourite, but because the Boardwalk's got the nostalgia of actually getting married and walking around in my wedding dress and stuff like that, and it's just got that thing for me, that nostalgia. So yeah. Have I honeymooned in Disney? Yes, I have. We actually got married and honeymooned there. It was 2008, so it's 10 years this year. It was November. We spent 24 days there. And we just went on our own, just the two of us, and we had the most amazing holiday that I've ever had. It was so magical. Everyone was so lovely. We got so many compliments. We got so many congratulations from just random people in the parks. It was just fabulous. We got loads of like little extras at the restaurants and stuff like that. we got little freebies and some of the places that we went into. We never expected anything. It was just given to us and stuff like that. And the most magical moment we ever had, we went to Coral Reef for a lunch on our honeymoon, and I'd pre-emailed the manager there to see if we could get a card held up on the diver. The divers go into the tank, into the big dolphin tank, shark tank, I can't remember which one it is now, the shark tank, isn't it, in the Coral Reef. And they sometimes hold signs up on the window for people that say happy birthday and things like that. And I emailed the manager months and months before we got married, and she was like, oh, I'm really sorry, it's all booked up the day that you're coming for your reservation. I was like, okay. So I didn't expect anything, and she surprised us, and the diver came swimming up as soon as we sat down at the table, and he started throwing up all the stones from the bottom of the tank like they were confetti, and then he held up a big sign saying congratulations and Mr. and Mrs. and all that kind of thing, and it was just like, oh, just so amazing. But that is my favourite standout moment for my honeymoon. You could not get that anywhere else. The everything we experienced on our honeymoon, we could never have appreciated or never got anywhere else, and it's the only way I would ever do it. It's amazing. And if you are thinking about going to Disney for your wedding or your honeymoon, do it. Don't even question. It costs a lot of money, yeah, but do it. It's amazing. And I'm hoping one day that my daughter or my son will want to do the same thing and get married there, and then we can all go out and celebrate together, because it's just magical. What's my favourite Disney photo of me is on my wedding day. I'll just show you the picture. Let's see how well you can see this. This is a photograph of us on our wedding day, and that was taken at the beach club. We actually had a photo shoot at the beach club and yacht club. We had loads of pictures taken on the beach. So yeah, that is my favourite photo, Disney photo. We've got hundreds of photos from that photo shoot, but that one was my favourite. Just leaning against one of the posts in one of the gardens at the back of the beach club. Just it just looks so, doesn't look staged, it doesn't look like a posed wedding photograph, but that is my favourite one. It is adorable. I love it. I love the way he's looking at me on that picture like I'm a princess. I actually got called a princess by a little girl when we were walking through the lobby of the boardwalk, and some little girl was like, mummy, mummy, it's a princess. And I was like, it was just so magical, you just couldn't get that anywhere else. So yeah. What was my first Disney movie I watched in the theatre? That was, like I said before, it was Lady and the Tramp with my grandmother. Like I say, I can't remember how old I was. I was about 5 or 6, maybe a little bit old, maybe 7, I'm not sure, but yeah, that was my first one, so that holds a special place for me. And the last question is my favourite prince. Favourite prince, I do like Prince Charming. I think he's classic. Yeah, probably Prince Charming. Yeah, he's just got that suaveness, I think. Yeah, definitely Prince Charming. So yeah, those are my disneyq questions. So if you want Ian to do these questions, just let me know by commenting below, and let me know what you think, whether you want Ian to do them or not, and he will do them once he's finished work because he's busy all weekend. But yeah, I'll get him to do them sometime next week if you want to hear his answers to those questions. Yeah, so I'm hoping you've enjoyed this video. Give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Smash that bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. If you don't do that, you won't get notified. So thanks very much for watching. Leave me some comments below, let me know what you're thinking of these videos. Is there anything you want to see from us, anything you want to see from me or the kids or Ian or anything, or as a family, any places you want us to visit or do or review or anything like that. So just let us know what you're thinking, and then I'll see you next time. Well, I'll see you tomorrow because it's Vida So see you next time. Bye.